Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Four of Pentacles. The Four of Discs, the Four of Stones. Very nice. I feel like you're building. I feel like you're somebody who knows how to use their resources. You know, like someone gives you $1, you can turn it into $100. You know, you're resourceful, I think, is the sort of the idea that I'm feeling now. And I feel like that you're someone who is very generous with people, but you also sort of know when to say no. You know when to lock your doors. You know, like your friends, they know where you live, but they don't have a key to the house, that sort of thing, right? And I think this is very good. This card's all about safety, security, stability. I feel like you're creating a good foundation in your life right now. Now, maybe it's not a financial thing. Maybe this is a foundation of education. Maybe it's a foundation of relationships, a relationship built on a good foundation, right? Trust, honesty, acceptance, love, you know, all these kinds. I feel like you've got the basics of life down pretty well, you know. And I feel that that trust is a big thing for you. Trust, respect, boundaries. Yeah, these are important qualities. We're going to see sort of what's going on in your life right now and how this energy relates to the other energy in your life. We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. Yeah, 5. Anytime we've got a 4, right, we start looking for a 5. Anytime you save a little bit of money, there comes another bill that's going to eat it up, right? It's sort of the natural flow of things. Let's see what else we've got here. We got an Ace of Wands, very nice. 3, now this is cool. We have Ace, then we've got 3, 4, 5. We're going to get a 2. Oh, even better, we got a 10. Very good. Okay. Another 10. Interesting. I like that. I like the 10 of Wands with the 10 of Cups. Maximum effort, maximum satisfaction. It's very good. We have a Prince of Cups there. Another, oh my gosh. Wow, okay. We got 3 10s now so far. 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Let's keep going to the rest of our 8. Yeah, 8 makes perfect sense. And an Ace. Oof. This is good. At first here we thought, you know, if we got the 4, then we got a 5. You say, oh, darn it. As soon as you start saving some money, there comes that unexpected bill or that accident or, you know, that thing, the pipe breaks, or there's some, you know, something that we need to spend the money on, you know. But I feel like this is really saying that, look, there are no accidents. That without this little hiccup happening, somehow you wouldn't be getting into all these 10s, right? 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, so nice. It's all destiny, right? There are no accidents. Yeah. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. Aquarius, this is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor, infinite and unknown. This is the mystery card. It's going to go right here with Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end. Oh, and don't forget, Aquarius, you are magic. This card's going to confirm everything at the end. If you have a prediction for that card, put it in the comments down below. We're going to do it together. All right? We're going to use it as an opportunity to practice our intuition. Because you know why? Because there's no major arcana energy here. There's nothing, right? And this is kind of like, it's not that spirit is gone. Spirit is hiding, right? Spirit is the table right here. And I think what this is really saying is Spirit's trying to sort of, trying to get you to notice something, trying to get you to notice that everything happens for a reason. It's like Spirit's not telling you outright, obviously. Spirit's not on the table. We don't see any major arcana cards, but we see the idea of this 5, this calamity, this unexpected worry, right? We see it giving way to the very best things. Even the ace. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful. This is sort of the odd thing out. This is the card that doesn't belong, right? Everything else is absolutely wonderful. All these cards are spectacular cards. This is the one card that we don't really like, right? 5 of Pentacles. Nobody wants that. This is the earthquake. This is the ground being very shaky beneath your feet. This is, the instability of life. This is kind of the opposite of this. This was stability. This is instability, and we don't want that. Spirit's trying to show you something here. And Spirit's kind of withdrawn. Spirit's hiding to see if you're going to see something. Spirit's like hiding around the corner, peeking behind the bush, trying not to laugh, trying not to giggle, as Spirit is throwing this little curveball at you, this little, it may not feel so little, not trying to diminish its significance to you. But Spirit is putting a little bit of a wrench in the gears, putting the stick in your spokes of your bicycle, right? Very mischievous, Spirit can be. Or God, Goddess, Deity, or higher self, true self, guardian angel, spirit guide, whatever you want to call it. Watching you sort of get frustrated and tear your hair and rend your clothes because of this problem. Maybe it is the broken chain on the bicycle or something, right? Or the flat tire on the car. It seems like it's a mountain of a problem at the moment, But maybe it's actually, and this is why Spirit's sort of giggling, trying not to laugh, because it's through this calamity, it's through this flat tire that you're going to meet the person of your dreams, or that you're going to find that job that solves all your problems, that you're going to reach this perfect life. And it is through these struggles. And I think in a very general way, I think there's something going on with you that is going to feel like a mountain of a problem that is going to sort of, in a weird way, lead to complete and wonderful satisfaction, dream come true, happiest life you could ever imagine, But in a very general way, I think Spirit's saying that there are no accidents, that we all experience this. This is life, right? Going from a 4 to a 5. We thought things were finally settling down, then nope, there's something else to go do. There's some other random chance event that every time we sit down to read our book, right, the telephone rings. It's that sort of thing. This one. These 2. So anyway, we have no major arcana energies. We've got fire and fire. We've got water, water, and water. We don't have any air energy. We've got earth, earth, earth. A lot of fire, a lot of earth, a lot of water, right? And those, I think, are the best, right? The spiritual energy, I think the major arcana, the divine light is the table itself, in this case, supporting everything. And we know that in the realm of spirit, there are all of these good things, and we may see a life of nothing but good things, and Spirit's sort of supporting and holding up all these good things for you. But in order to get all these good things, right, all of these are good things, you have to also accept the random chance calamities, You have to sort of accept that things change, that nothing is stable, nothing is permanent. The thing we know about the 4 of Pentacles, any of the 4s, is that they're unstable. And you say, what? It's a 4. It's the card of stability, right? Yes, but we know that it's impermanent. We know that it's only stable through the process of change and transformation. That's what gives stability to the world, is the fact that it's always changing and growing and adapting, that there's always a sort of problem that we have to solve, there's always another thing to do. There's always another breath to take, right? Where it's always a struggle. Life is a struggle. Right now, just being here, sitting here, my muscles are, working to keep myself upright. My lungs are working to breathe. I'm overcoming the gravity in the room, just to breathe and just to sit upright. Otherwise, we would all just collapse as puddles on the floor, So I think Spirit's trying to show you that everything happens for a reason. And, in this wonderful kingdom in which we live, there is going to be strife. There's going to be worry and stress. There's going to be calamity. There are going to be flat tires. Okay? And I think in your case, there's a very strange event that's going to be taking place that's going to lead you into, whatever this opportunity is. I don't even want to call it an opportunity. That somehow is going to roll you forward into what feels like a difficult situation. Here's the 10 of Wands. But it's leading you to your best life. Okay. Picture of your best life. This is the image of your ideal happiness. All of your cups are filled. Right? This is the water that is flowing in each of these pentacles, right? These two cards together are really, truly the best life, the best combination of cards. Okay? Because the pentacles by themselves don't contain anything. There's no substance there. They're just empty shells. The water that fills them is what brings meaning to it. The water by itself, though, has no container. Just, again, spills out all over the floor. The water needs the vessel of the earth energy. So these two cards together really are saying that this is the happiest, wealthiest sort of life that you could ever imagine. And it is health and wealth. It is financial stuff, but it's so much more than that. Yeah. And when we get to this position, we'll talk about that a little bit more. But the 5 of Pentacles, be ready for a little bit of a delay in things. Be ready for some sort of a wrench to be thrown into your plans, into this stability that if we're saving money, this is going to be that unexpected bill. If you are, if you're trying to build up resources, this is something unexpected that happens. Okay? This is something that is sort of the world's way of letting you know that nothing is permanent, that everything is inherently unstable. Okay? That any state of matter is a temporary state, and it can give way to change every moment. Okay, and so there's little reminders of that. It's just little things that happen. Like I don't know, you go to the store to buy your favorite food, and they just happen to be sold out, and it's a little frustration. It's like the flat tire is kind of it's a probably big frustration, right? For some reason, I get flat tires a lot. I don't know why. Spirit's trying to tell me something. I think it's things like that. It's nothing major, but it's just you're trying to save money, but then this is the month that you've got to pay that one bill, that comes out in a couple of months or whatever. It's just there's always somewhere for that energy to go. You're trying to stack resources, but then here they are on their way out the other side. Bringing things in the front, they're going out through the back, and that's just the way things flow, right? But you've got this Ace of Wands underneath everything. And I think that you have a very, very strong vision of what you want in life. You have a very focused energy. So you have fire and earth here. You know what you're trying to manifest. And as we're going from fire to earth, this is the conversion of energy to matter. It's the spiritual electrical circuit of creation. Okay? And this is your idea, this is your implementation, this is your inspiration, and this is the manifestation of it. All right? And to get from here to here, you're really going through all these other cards, and this is the conversion. This is how you're converting energy to matter. Okay, so I feel like you're someone with a plan. You're someone with a vision. Okay? You're someone with a lot of willpower to direct your resources in a particular direction, you're trying to save money for that car or that house, then you're streamlining. You're trimming the fat off of your life every way that you can. You're sticking to your budget. You're going as lean as possible. You're saving as much money every month as you can to get that car or that house or whatever it is. Take that vacation, whatever. And we don't have to be talking about money. It's just talking about that as a resource, okay? You're somebody that really can focus. I mean, you can just like, I'm going to live off ramen noodles, for a whole year so I can save up enough money to do that thing or buy that thing or whatever. And so when you're in this kind of very focused and concentrated energy, every little disturbance is going to feel like someone just blew an air horn in your ear, right? Same idea when you're this concentrated meditating, let's say. When you're deep in meditation and all of your focus is concentrated and centered, someone whispering in the other room is going to feel like someone banged a gong right next to you. Okay? That's the kind of concentration we're talking about here with the Ace of Wands. All right? And I don't know if this is financial. This could be something that is purely physical in terms of health and well-being. It could be financial. It could be career-related. It could be the work that you do. You have a vision of what you want to achieve in life, and that vision takes concentration. Okay, we see the three of cups in the background here. This is, as much as you know how to concentrate, you know how to have a good time too, Aquarius. You know how to celebrate for sure. The Three of Cups here. But the thing about the three is that it's imbalanced, right? It's sort of like there's still potential there for something concrete to happen. But as it is right now, it's sort of an unstable energy. It's off balance, right? So this the whole three's a crowd kind of thing. Because when you have a three, it's very quickly going to sort of devolve into an us against them kind of thing. Right? There are three people. Someone's going to form an alliance against the other person. It's going to be a 2-to-1 situation eventually, So something needs to take place from this. So I feel that you have, you had an initial state of things. Like, I don't know, if you had this idea and you started to put together the resources, you started to put together the team, perhaps, and this sort of feels like an intermediate state, right? Especially when we're going from the Ace, and then we get the 3, and then we got the 4, then we got the 5, right? And then we're going straight to 10, okay? So I feel like this was when you started to get the group together, but you realized that this wasn't complete yet. There was something else that needed to be added. So, I don't know if it was literally 3 people and then you added a fourth, the fourth Beatle, and you finally hired Ringo or something. Poor Ringo. I feel that it was close to perfect. And maybe this was ideal, but it was missing something. That it was lacking in the addition of that new resource. It was lacking in something to really sort of get it running. It's like it's like the engine. Oh, it needs the spark plug, obviously, And then now it's running, right? And so I feel like these two cards obviously are very close together. And the 4 is now the stability that you need in this, because this is like a system that is full of energy, full of potential energy, but it's sort of it's not contained. This is now a system that is closed, it's working, and we don't want anything to disturb this. This is just kind of a nice, stable state of things, where this is very volatile still. So we needed the fourth thing, whatever it was, to stabilize what this energy is. Okay, we kind of have the ace to the 3, and then we get the 4. It could be that you are the 4th beetle. Maybe you're Ringo. And maybe that's this. Maybe that's it. Maybe you were the missing piece of the puzzle, that sort of joined up with this other force, and now there's this stability. Okay, well, it could be the other way around. It could be that you're the part of this group, and there's just one other element that had to come in, right? And I don't know if it's a person or if it's sort of you linking up with the right companies or the right networking sort of solutions or whatever it is. But it led us to the 4. It created a nice stable base. We could be talking about romance, in the sense that, or relationships generally, I guess, right? In the idea that there has to be a balance, that it can't be too much being given on one side and taken from the other side. It needs to be a mutual exchange, right? So in other words, we don't want it to be imbalance. We don't want there to be, the 2 against 1 kind of thing, right? So there's a stability anyway that we're forming. I know that's kind of a roundabout way to say it. But that's what you've achieved, right? And of course, it doesn't stay that way. So there's some other factor in there. And it could be right when we think we got our life on track, right when these two sort of come together and things are nice, stable harmony, that we finally got our relationship to a good place, or our business is in a good, stable spot. We've worked on the foundations of things. We have the trust, and that's really starting to work now. We've got the loyalty, we've got the love. I think trust is a big player here. I think in a situation where there is a 3, it's sort of like the trust isn't there. It's sort of like one person's always suspicious of the other. Someone that's always like this, not so sure what's going on over there. And it doesn't mean there are 3 people in your relation. Get your head out of the gutter. That's not what I said. Even if it's a one-on-one relationships, friendships, business partnerships, if the foundational trust isn't there, then there's going to be it's going to be imbalance. There's going to be a perception of imbalance. Somebody's not pulling their weight. Somebody is doing something sneaky. Somebody is trying to do a runaround sort of deal or something, And so we finally get this stability, and then now there is this sort of unexpected dilemma kind of thing. The 10 of Cups up at the top. I know I'm taking a long time here. That's okay. It's my show. I can take as long as I want. The 10 of Cups at the top here, though, is really the ideal, the dream come true for you. What your vision is here, this is how good it's going to feel should you complete this thing. And so we have this up there. This is the kind of life I want. This is the kind of relationship I want, the kind of business I want. This is the feeling of it, right? And so we have this up above us as our ideal, as our aspiration. This is the poster on the wall. And now we go forward with the effort, and we put in maximum effort. And see, this even looks like a team thing. It looks like it's 2 against many, right? But it's balanced now. These 2 are equals. So I don't know if you're sort of solo or if this is a team thing. It doesn't really matter. But for the sake of the 10 of Wands, this is maximum effort. And to get this maximum satisfaction, you're putting in maximum effort. Very simple. Whether you're doing it alone or as a team or with a group, you're putting in maximum effort. Now, when we get this calamity, this anomaly, this random chance event that Spirit sort of threw our way, this curveball, you have no choice but to absorb the blow and keep pushing forward. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the path of the serpent as we do this. I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. All right. And it helps out the channel, so it's a win-win. It's balanced, right? When we're on the path of the dove, this card is in the position of what we don't want. Prudence, caution, slow and careful movements. No, what you want here is you want fast movement. You want quick decisions. You want to hold your vision of your future life in mind, and you want to push as hard as you can to get through this obstacle. If you're trying to rush to the business meeting, right, and you get a flat tire, Caution, prudence, going slow is not the idea. Get the tire fixed as quick as you can. Drive as fast as you safely can to the meeting. Right? Spirit's throwing curveballs at you. It's going to slow you down. You can't succumb to that and invoke your Eight of Pentacles. It's not a time for slowing down. That's kind of like, well, that's what the purpose is. That's what the test really is. To see how well you can handle those curveballs. You know, you're playing a game of dodgeball. Imagine it. You're playing a game of dodgeball, right? You're not going to tiptoe around and be very slow. And, I mean, you're going to get hit with a lot of balls. Your game's going to be over quick. No, you got to be light on your feet. You got to be quick. You got to be reactive. You got to be instinctual. You got to, you got to dance like a butterfly, right? And that's why we don't want the Eight of Pentacles now. But when we get to the path of the serpent, this becomes the position of what we need. We're going to need prudence, especially as we start going up this way, because the Prince of Cups is your fixed heart. You have this in mind. This is behind the Prince of Cups, right? You've got this ideal happiness in your life, and you're going to do anything you can to get it. Well, this is you, through all of your efforts, building the system, building the life. Piece by piece, you've constructed the palace. You've constructed the kingdom, right? It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Maximum effort, maximum rewards, maximum satisfaction too. Okay, and it could be that with all of these dodgeballs flying your way, it really forced you to open your eyes and be light on your feet, to be ready to go, to be alert, right? Nothing happens by accident. There's a reason why you're getting these curveballs thrown at you. Just keep you alert, stay frosty, And then you are completing the project, you're building the palace, building the kingdom, and now the real work. Now it's time to slow down, pay attention to the details, to maintain this, right? To make sure that this does not get wasted, to tend to the garden a little bit here with the Eight of Pentacles. Now we need this card. And now the problem is slowing down. Now we're in this very alert, this hyper-vigilant, very frosty state of things, and now you're being told to ease back, Ripley. Slow down a little bit, okay? Maintain this. You don't have to go at level 10, maximum volume, maximum, super high heat on the stove. You can turn it down a little bit. This thing has to be nurtured. It has to be nourished. It has to be taken care of. You have to tend to the garden here. Okay? And the ace here, I think, is really, if we're looking at the ace here and looking at this as the conversion of energy to matter, this, I think, is you reaching the summit of the mountain. I don't think this is the beginning necessarily. I feel like this is the liminal space between one ending and the next beginning. Okay? I feel like this is the summit of the mountain. When you're a kid, you draw a mountain, it's just like a triangle. Right? It's the full realization of this. This is the triangle too, right? But that needed something. It needed a 4 as its base, so it wouldn't topple over. This is the apex of the triangle, the apex of the pyramid, and you're right on top, right? And up there is where you've got so you can sort of look down and you can see the 10. You can see the palace that you built. You can see the effort that you put into this. And you can feel the satisfaction of it. Sorry, I had hit the cough button there. But the ace is also, I think, talking about what's coming next too. And at the end of all of this, what do we have? We have a beginning. And you're somebody who is really into beginnings. You want something to concentrate on. You want a summit of a mountain to focus your eyes on, to focus your energy on, to build up and work through. And in some ways, I think you like the challenges. You like the dodgeball game. You like having to sort of duck and move and, bob and weave and, and overcome those challenges, right? And they're not it's not one dodgeball, not a big challenge, right? And that's the Five of Pentacles. It's a dodgeball. It's one rubber ball being thrown at you. Okay. But it's kind of like they keep coming. It's like flat tire. Oh, I lost my keys. I broke my glasses. It's like little things. Shoelace broke. Like, come on. Forces you to be alert and to be ready and to adapt in the moment. Yeah. This is very successful in it. You got all the best cards on here, and it really is because you are so alert, because it's like, yeah, all these dodgeballs are flying your way. So you have to be on your toes. Yeah. And this is making for the absolute very, very best production, the best manifestation, the best conclusion for you, which is also the beginning of what comes next, right? Let's see maybe about that. Let's see what's coming next with this mystery card. What do you think it's going to be? I'm voting for some major arcana. I want to know what the next thing for you is, right? That spirit is sort of behind the bush, hiding behind the hedges, throwing dodgeballs at you all day long. Let's see spirit now reveal itself, and let's see what this card is. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe Empress. The Devil. I should have said the Devil. That's the picture I saw in my mind, was the Devil card. And the Devil is that sneaky, sneaky SOB trickster sort of energy, right? This is the one that is going, if anyone's going to throw a dodgeball at you, it's going to be this Devil, right? This is the trickster. This is that playful but kind of annoying aspect of spirit that is going to throw a lot of, it's like, it's the dodgeball, it's the curveball, it's the broken shoelace, it's the broken glasses, it's the flat tire, it's I spilled coffee on my tie this morning, It's all these little things, and it's just the Devil just sort of chuckling behind the hedges, behind the water cooler, giggling, It's the trickster energy, the trickster archetype, okay? But it forces you, and I can't help but think of The Office and, Jim and Dwight playing these practical jokes on each other. It sort of keeps you on your toes, keeps you alert, keeps you vigilant, keeps you frosty. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of fun, but annoying when you're right in the middle of it, We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Aquarius, Thursday and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.